Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining. I welcome you all on behalf of Samsung. It's better now. My name is Zafar Shabazz, and I'm Field Applications Manager at Samsung. This year at LFI, we have two seminars at our booth. The first one, which is today, is Innovation in LED Architecture, Challenges and Solutions. And the second seminar tomorrow is the Light Impact on Learning Enhancements. I request our guests, if you're not signed up for tomorrow's seminar, to please sign up, and any of our team members can help you do that after this seminar. Let's get started with our first seminar for today, Innovation in LED Architecture, Challenges and Solutions. Our keynote speaker today is Daniel Sun, who is the head of LED package team at Samsung Electronics in Korea. Daniel has been with Samsung for over 2 decades in various roles in product development, marketing, and sales. He'll address the challenges and solutions that LED market can employ to address the evolving market needs. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Daniel Sun.
Thank you, guys. Welcome to here, and we are more than happy you guys to join this session. Today, I'm going to talk about what is the challenges we are facing today, and what is possible solution we can deliver to the lighting industry. Can you give me the slide? I'm going to start with the short stories that I experienced recently with my friend, and I believe it might be the same case that you guys may experience in the past as well. So let's get started. One day I met a friend. I am sitting on a pub, and actually he runs a horticulture company in Korea. He has 10 employees, and selling the lighting fixtures to the Korean market as well as Canadian market. On that day, he seems to be a little bit stressed out. He feels uncomfortable. And I asked him, what's wrong? What's wrong, man? And is everything all right? And he said, struggling with my current business. And what makes you, struggle with your recent business? I asked him. And actually he said, I lost a few significant projects that he has been working for a couple of years. And again, what happened and why you lost your project, you've been working for many years. And he said, several of his major customers are sourcing the product from China and having 30% less price. And he also tried to explain his customers, client, what's the difference in the performance-wise, warranty-wise, reliability, and many other factors in local support. In many factors he explained to his customers, but it didn't work out. I think this situation might be, it's not only for him, but to many of us may have the same situation in the industry so far. So finally, he said, I wish customers may not judge the product only by cost, but however, I need to have a weapon to react to those situations. Which means, to those situations means I have to have, better performance, good quality product, but as well as cost-effective version. That was his, conclusion from the conversation. And I questioned, myself as an LED supplier, what I could do. And that was the start of this session. So when you're looking at in the industrial lighting market, let's think about the high bay application. You may be familiar with two high bays. The one is like 18,000 lumen and a 130 watt product, and one is from Mexico, and let's say one is from China. The Mexico means local manufacturing, and the one from all the fixture coming from China. What you guys think the cost difference in between two of them? May I ask, what is the cost difference?
China's going to be lower. China will be lower.
Yeah, China will be lower. Yeah, you're right. So actually, the price in between two of them is from Mexico. It's almost $300. But why China coming from China is 99.99. It's less than $100. And as a truly reliable partner, we concern these issues. We understand everybody want to have some successful business in the United States. So we question how do we support our customers to be more successful with their product in the local area. Of course, it must be best in class, but cost-effective product. And again, back to industrial and outdoor lighting market, what it requires, because all the fixtures in the industrial and the outdoor lighting fixtures installed harsh environment. You guys have corrosive gases like a sulfur, react to the metal and silver and gold, and turn to the discoloration or degradation of lumen output, but also it heavily impact from the humidity and the temperature change as well. The temperature change is affecting to the thermal cycle of your fixture and of the LED as well. And in the past, when you design the fixtures, there were some priorities. The priority goes from the high performance, higher efficacy, and the higher reliability, and after that, cost effectiveness. It was like an order when you design the fixture. But what about today? We found out that many of us is asking, cost effectiveness is the first factor when you design the fixture. And after then, of course, higher efficacy, reliability of the fixture is like a rock bottom, right? But however, still now, its cost effectiveness is quite important for your factors. So there was a start, how we can deliver and fulfill the need of those trends in the market trend. So here we introduce our new product that approaching to the need, and it's making our valued customers successful in the market with the newer product. We have an industrial lighting market. We have new product 2035 Pro version, and the outdoor application market, a 5050D version. For more details, let me introduce our field application manager, Jafar. And he used to working for lighting company. He designed the lighting fixture quite a long time, and served Samsung Electronics for 6 years. Please welcome Jafar.
Thank you. Don't we all wish that we had a friend like Daniel who can take our problems and then turn into solutions? So we are introducing at this LFI the next generation of 2835 Pro, which is the 2835 Pro 2 series. As Daniel explained, right, due to the nature of the competitive LED market, many lighting manufacturers are looking for more cost-effective LEDs rather than the quality and robustness. So we at Samsung have now a solution that can deliver performance, provide high reliability, and also be cost-effective. So we applied a reinforced protection coating, as you see here on this image, that protects us against the corrosive gases in high temperature and high humid environments. In addition, the wire bonds inside the LED is a complex advanced loop compared to a simple loop. And I'll go into a little bit more detail why these two features are critical. To start with the protection coating that's applied on the 2835. The LEDs that are installed in these environments are sometimes exposed to corrosive gases, high humidity, high temperatures, and as lighting manufacturers and LED manufacturers, we sometimes cannot control where the installations are. In this slide, we are comparing the conventional 2835 series to our 281B plus Pro 2 series and show the difference of technology and the enhancements that we have done to this Pro 2 series. The three comparisons that we are doing here is the WHTOL testing, which is the wet high temperature operating life at 85 degrees C, 85% relative humidity for 1,000 hours. The second one is the hydrogen sulfide test, which is the IEC approved test. And the third one is comparing the lifespan. So the specialized silica coating, the blue that you see here, is applied to the wire bonds and also inside the lead frame of the LED. Whereas compared to some of the conventional 2535 import fixture LEDs, does not have that coating. So by applying that coating, as you can see, the WHTOL testing jumped from 85% to 95%, and the IEC H2S testing is from 88% to 97%, and the lifetime has been tremendously improved for this LED as well, which is the L95 value. So we have also the demos here, and once I complete our presentation, we can look at more closely how the complex wire shape and also the coating is applied to the LEDs. Moving on to the second feature, which is adding wires with structure resilience. Thermal cycling is an important factor in the environment. And what is thermal cycling, right? Thermal cycling is on and off of a material. So what happens when the lighting is installed, most often times there is associated control systems that controls the on and off of the lighting. And during the on and off cycles, the wire bonds inside the LEDs contracts and expands. And those wires are so small that the temperature difference can shear the wires and sometimes have the LEDs fail. So having a robust wire bond is critical for thermal cycling. So in the image here, the existing 2835, or the ones which most likely are used by the import fixture, has a simple loop where there's no bends on these wire bonds. Whereas with this enhancement, we added more wire strength bend angles to these wire bonds. And what it does, it's help and enhance during thermal cyclings, and the wire bonds doesn't break easily when on and off cycles happen. Here shows a side view of the same stuff which is shown here, which is the top view as well as the side view on the bottom, showing our advanced loop technology. In the slide here, we are comparing the conventional 3030 solution versus 2835 and versus the Pro 2 series. The left side graph here on the y-axis shows the cost, and the x-axis shows the reliability. As you may agree that the 3030 is still the best solution, right? But it's still high cost solution. We'd all love to use the 3030, but may or may not be effort when you bid on the project to use the 3030. The 301 or the 3030 series still lead in terms of the performance, reliability, but have a price associated with it. The conventional 2835 shown in this with the dotted line is low cost LED. We all agree with that, but the reliability is low as well. So when you're designing the fixture, you compromise on the reliability compared on the scale here. So with the introduction of the 281B plus, it is best of both worlds. So you still have relatively lower cost, but relatively higher reliability, almost same as the 3030 series. So with these enhancements that we did on the coating side and the wire bond structure, we were able to move the bubble from there to in this region. On the right side here shows our spider chart, which I'm comparing here the characteristics of the LED, which is sulfur resistance, humidity resistance, thermal cycle, lifetime, and cost effectiveness. The blue line over there corresponds to each blue line shown in this radar chart. So the conventional 2835 is shown with a dotted line. So it meets somewhat the feature of lifetime. You know, thermal cycling is still lagging, humidity is lagging, sulfur resistance is lagging hugely, but it also meets the cost effectiveness, which is right. And compared to the blue one, which is the Pro 2 series, meet all of this feature and covers the entire region. The gray one, the solid gray line, which is the conventional 3030 series, meet all these features 4 shown here except the cost effectiveness. So the message is we could still offer 3030 and we have great products in the 3030 offering, but if you want to look for more reliable, low cost effective product, these can be added in your offerings and complete the portfolios. And by doing this, we are enabling our lighting manufacturing friends to compete with some of the import fixtures that you may see in the market. As Daniel pointed out, initially there was a huge cost difference between 200 something versus $99. So that gap can be significantly reduced with our Pro 2 series. And with our Samsung innovation team, it never stops. So the solutions that I showed you was for indoor lighting, industrial lighting, office lighting, you name it, right? Linear architecture types lighting. But we have also applied few enhancements into our outdoor 50/50 packages as well. The 50/50 package is very critical in terms of safety because those are mostly used in outdoor lighting, and any failures can occur. It can be very expensive to swap out the lights. So we applied a special ceramic type coating that improves the robustness and reliability of the 50/50 products, and that is the LH502D version. We have few other versions, that is the C versions, the Eco versions, the other cost-effective version, but with the D version, it offers a high reliability and high robustness. Now, the ceramic coating that we applied was tested against the salt as highly resistant to salt fog, high humidity, and sulfur. Usually in outdoor environments where these lights are installed in, like parking lights or tunnels or street lights or stadium lights, those kind of applications, the environment can be exposed to like salt fog, high temperatures, high humidities, or sulfur or corrosive gases. So it's critical to understand like where the application of LEDs and which LEDs to select based on a few factors mentioned here. So great, we have a coating, right? But unless we test the coating, we won't be able to prove and approve how good the coating is. In this case, we tested against certain environments, which is the salty, high humidity environment, against gases, against temperatures. And what we did is compared with our conventional ceramic 3535 type packages. These are still the robust packages, and we offer a huge lineup of 3535 packages. But just to get a cost-effective solution, we have applied the ceramic coating on the 50/50 as well. And also I'm comparing with few other 50/50s that are in the market, like Company A, Company B, Company C, against the 502D. So each color that corresponds to, like the blue is the 502D version, and then the gray version is 3535, and the 3 whites that you see here is competition A, B, and C. So in the testing, you'll notice that against humidity, this 502D is almost similar to our 3535 package with few percent lower, 100.0 compared to 100.3. And then against the gases, it's very high. It's 99%, and compared to the competition, you can see it's 90, 89, 80, but ours is 97%. And lastly, the important factor about temperature, we are still leading in that temperature as well. So we did this internal test in our lab and wanted to validate it. So we approached UL Labs to see how we can validate and get a UL approved file number that our customers can use there on their fixtures or modules. So UL has a UL verified marketing claim program that it basically takes our test products and tests it and approves and gives out a V file number. So mostly for the lighting fixtures, the file number starts with E, E for elephant, but for the marketing claim, they have like a V for Victor starting with V number. So UL reviewed our test, tested the product, and then provided us with this certificate, which is the outdoor 50/50 LED against robustness. And the measurement of UL, we were able to get lumen maintenance greater than 97% and the VF maintenance at less than 101% for over a period of time. So this is phenomenal results. And as a matter of fact, today UL is going to give us an official certificate at 4 p.m. today for our 502D product. So moving on to the next slide here is, right, the 502D offers great protection, everything great, but how does it provide an economic advantage compared to 3535 or the conventional 50/50 LEDs? So the right chart here shows if a customer is trying to design a target module with 11,000 lumens at 180 lumens per watt, it shows how many pieces of LEDs are required to generate this amount of lumens here. So with the conventional 3535 solution, it achieves by using 24 pieces of LED. With the conventional 50/50, 16. But with the 502D high performance LED, we were able to get this with 14 pieces of LED at 180 lumens per watt at 11,000 lumens. So you are not only reducing the amount of usage of LED, but in addition, reducing your heat sink size, you're reducing the size of the fixture, making it more compact, and adding more durability and robustness to the design. In addition, I'd like to highlight that the L90 number for 502D is phenomenal. It's almost, you can compare to ceramic packages. Our earlier version was only greater than 40K hours, our L90 number, but with the special coating and the enhancement of the design, we are able to get greater than 100K hours, and this is based on the actual LM80 results that we published. In terms of the economic advantage, right, so here I'm just comparing like a X as a full amount. So the 3535 is the most expensive solution, and then the conventional 50/50 and 502D, the advanced, the price remains the same. So you could still get a huge price advantage compared to 3535 and use our 50/50 for outdoor environments. On the right chart here, I again compare on the spider chart a few characteristics of the LED like performance, lifetime, cost effectiveness, high humidity, and sulfur protection. So the blue line is the 502D, and it covers all these characteristics in a perfect way. And the dotted line is, and the other gray lines are some of the competition, but the light gray line is the conventional 3535. So it has, in a somewhat way, it is already surpassed our, in certain areas, our conventional 3535 with the 50/50 502D LEDs. Now, that's the 502D LED with high robustness and high durability. We also offer an Eco line, which is the 502C Eco, if you are really competing against the price. And here shows a different Eco version. So if you look at the general thing, the pricing is like 80% lower compared to the D version, and little lower compared to the 502C version. So if you're like, on the price targets and very competing against the price, then there are also other offering that you could take advantage of this Eco version. And so the broad message that I want everyone to get away with this is that Samsung Advanced Solution, we can cater to different market needs and environments. So, if you're looking for, certain environments that are challenging to meet in terms of like corrosive gases, high temperature, high humidity, then we offer certain LEDs, but for other applications, there are other normal offerings as well. So it's very critical from application side to really understand where these are installed. And I'll give you an example of it. Like sometimes especially the 2835 series can be installed in like, for example, in Costco, in a general area and also in the freezer application. But in the freezer application, the thermal cycling is a little different compared to the outside in the general area. It's usually, you know, it needs to be more stringent about how the wire bonds have to be designed. So there could be a differentiation on the lighting manufacturer side where we could educate the market as to which fixture, learning more about the environment and selecting the right cost-effective LEDs.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.